guys, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tia. This will be a reading for the signs. I want to do air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This will be a collective reading for air signs. I wanted to do a reading for like the upcoming week, or just like a collective reading on y'all's energy. Been being pulled to do that, and I never really do collective readings. So it'll kind of give you guys insight as far as what's going on overall, like a theme. Going back to a situation from your past, or a situation from your past returning to you. Definitely feels like this situation is coming back to relieve you of stress, or to relieve someone of stress. Definitely feels like there's a lot of worry tied into this. A lot of worry. Seems like there's been this someone's been a situation where it feels like someone's been dragging their feet. Someone has not wanted to make this phone call because they're pissed off. They're pissed off. They're argumentative. They're very aggressive. They're very stalkerish. Very mean. Very spiteful. Did some shit that they should not have done. Very narcissistic. Possibly a family member who manipulated someone out of information. Yes, I cannot make this up. It definitely feels like someone here was manipulated out of something, and somebody did not protect this person, or did not feel protected in this situation. They didn't feel like someone had their back, or people had their back. And now it feels like there's a confusion as how to approach this situation, because someone here was greedy. Possible Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for sure. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, I'm going to repeat that. Someone here who works out, so they may be really, really physically healthy. It's like they have, this is a man, he really is muscular. He may take his shirt off a lot, or go shirtless, be topless a lot. Topless. I don't know, I just heard something about haircuts, barbers, haircuts, cutting his hair, barbers. Something like that is a big factor. Definitely seems like somebody here is watching someone very closely, or was stalking someone that they ain't have no business bothering. It definitely feels like someone may have been violating a family member or something like that here. Taurus and Virgo, here we go again. Possibly manipulating a situation, or paying people to manipulate a situation, or to give them information regarding someone or regarding a situation that, and this person should have withheld this information and they did not. Feels like they kind of leaked out like running water. And that may have been an Aquarius in some type of way. But now it feels like it feels like this tall, slim person, Adrian, this really tall, slim person, Adrian, and Andrea, it's like trying to steer me to Andrea, and I heard Adrian, or something like that. This really tall, slim person feels like a really big factor in here. It feels like a slim woman, or a woman with really long legs, is a really big factor in this situation. It definitely feels like this person had access to information that they shouldn't have been telling somebody, and they may have told somebody to be quiet about it, or they may have told someone that, you know, that they should not have given this information to. And now it feels like whatever this was caused someone a major loss, or may have caused someone to lose their job, and now they're stressed out about it. It feels like one person who somebody may have been confiding in, or someone who was doing research on somebody, or had access to someone's family, or access to someone's family information, something like that. Folders came up. I don't know if that was that y'all's reading that I just said that in, or it was maybe it may have been a water sign reading. I don't know, folders. But it feels like someone here was snooping. Someone here was snooping through something, and they were giving this information to somebody because it made them feel good. And they did this shit for clout. Like, they got absolutely nothing out of this shit but clout. And it seems like because of this, they feel shitty as fuck. They feel extra shitty. And it feels like they may be taking this leap of faith to apologize to somebody because it feels like they feel bad. They feel bad. Whatever they did, lying, gossiping, caused a wedge in a situation, especially if this was a business partnership or something that is tied into the way something was supposed to function, the way that something was supposed to move, the way that something was, the progression of something. Woo! Air signs. Y'all been lying your ass off, or somebody been lying their ass off around y'all. It definitely feels like there's been gossip surrounding someone's situation, someone's life, and the truth is coming out regarding all of this gossip, because it feels like there is a couple that is tied into this situation, a couple, and it seems like somebody here should have defended this person or should have defended this information, protected this information, and they didn't. They made a bad decision to tell one person who told about three people. Then it feels like that turned into 4 people. Then that turned into about 6 people. And now it feels like you have a lawsuit on your hands. It definitely seems like a situation to where someone is ready to step out on faith, to rectify this situation. Because whatever was done, it feels like it's backfiring legally, and justice is here. Justice is here. So all of this bullshit, especially if this was tied into a third-party relationship, gossiping about somebody being in a third-party relationship, gossiping about somebody, period, it definitely feels like justice is playing out. Karmic justice, however this resonates. It truly feels like a situation where people were stepping on one another's toes, but the person who had all of the information, the person who was getting the information, it feels like they got tricked. They got betrayed into giving this information to people who they probably shouldn't have been talking to. It definitely feels like a situation where somebody was gossiping over the phone about some shit that they knew. It definitely feels like a situation where somebody may have brought someone's private life into the workplace, and that's where they fucked up, because now it feels like the government got involved in this situation, and now someone may have lost their job because of something that they did, especially if they were making reports about something. It feels like these reports are a really big factor. Reports, especially spying, reports that come from spying on someone, not necessarily getting information directly, not having any connection to the source at all. This is information that came from spying on people, digging for information on people, sabotaging someone. It feels like, or that led to the sabotage of someone, especially if it was tied into home maintenance, flooding, or issues that cause someone a whole lot of emotional instability or mental instability throughout this situation. Anguish. Definitely feels like this tall, slim woman is a really big factor. This tall, slim woman spying on these kids, doing research on these kids, and it feels like she thought that she had good intent, but it was like, run, tell that. Oh my gosh, let me call somebody, let me call who I can tell, because it's like, girl, it's that type of energy. But it was gossiping about somebody else's losses, or gossiping about something that somebody else was going through. They didn't have shit to do with this situation, but this was talk. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, makes sense to be all through this, but it definitely feels like this could have been another air sign who was doing all of this gossiping. Libra is here. Scorpio is here. Because it feels like one person, so it's like they're playing telephone. So, oh shit, let me go look, let me go look, let me go look, let me go see, let me go see. That's what kept happening. So all these heads kept popping up in this situation. All these different forms of information kept popping up in this situation. Like misinformation started to pop up in this situation. And it feels like somebody was trying to be cool with somebody who was just digging information out of them. And it seems like the enlightenment is coming from that. Or somebody now knows the truth about what was going on. Because whatever information this person was getting, they were going to tell other people. And because of that, it feels like now somebody is on guard. Somebody is really, really hardened emotionally. Somebody's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck everybody, fuck everything, okay? And because, you know, and it seems like they have this heaviness on their chest because they know that people around them were sabotaging them, people around them were hurting them, and it feels like that it may have affected their family, it may have truly affected, been a detriment to their health, especially their mental health. You know, that's what really feels like has come out of this situation, is something that somebody did with this stalking shit. It feels like definitely doing something that they shouldn't have done in the workplace. Like, oh, well, I have access to that information, so I'll get it to you. Or I can ask the mother, I can ask this mom, I can ask her mom. You know, like they had insight. They had insight to get information from somebody else. I'm going to ask her mom. I'm going to ask their mom. I'm going to ask your sister. I'm going to tell your sister. I'm going to tell your mom. I'm going to ask her mom. I'm going to ask her wife. It's some character, some figure here that they were getting information from. And this person, it definitely feels like they just, it definitely looks like they were feeling themselves because of this. They were feeling themselves. It made them feel good to see this other person down because they didn't like this person. So it feels like somebody was somebody's employment was sabotaged through stalking. Somebody's employment was sabotaged. And this is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. Only because it's like somebody here couldn't even tell the truth through the circumstance. It's like they can't tell the truth, or they still can't face what they've done. So you took all of these knives and stabbed somebody in they fucking back, and you can't even face the damage that you've done. That's like, you know what I mean? You're not about to, oh my gosh. It was, oh gosh, it was a line that just came to me, but it was just like, pretty much, if you gonna be bold enough to murder somebody, use a weapon like a knife. You get what I'm saying? Use a pocket knife. Use something that you got to get up close and personal with. Don't be a bitch and you know what I mean, try to fucking snipe somebody. Get up on them. Like, show somebody that you actually trying to come and kill them and get them a fair chance, so you can have this fair fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. And it feels like somebody wasn't fighting fair. He's not fighting fair. That's what the fuck. I'm like, did a Friday reference come up in this, or was it the last reading? Because that's what I feel. He's not fighting fair. Somebody was not fighting fair at all, and somebody here it feels like lost a lot because of somebody not fighting fair, because of people not fighting fair. And it seems like now, what's happening? The truth, I cannot make it up. The truth is coming. Feels like it's coming through a phone call. Feels like it's coming through a phone call because somebody feels like a fucking fool. They feel stupid. They feel stupid. And it feels like they may actually be sitting blocked and not able to call you, or you aren't able to call this person because it is. They're sitting and feeling stupid. It definitely feels like someone here has really lost their patience in a situation or with a relationship because they know that they're being lied to. So it's like, are you going to keep lying? Are you like, are you just going to keep lying, or are you just finally going to admit your truth? Because the energies, there's still or constantly going to be friction here. There's constantly going to be tension here because, again, somebody is intuitive. You can't lie to this person. You can't lie to them. They know. Like, they know. So it's just a matter of like fessing up, like being man enough or woman enough to say, yes, I fucked you over. Yes, we were talking about you. Yes, I was gossiping about you. Yes, I lied. Yes, I was the one that did this. Yes, I was the one that said this. Yes, I was the one giving them this information that caused this to happen. And it seems like now this person may have been pregnant when they were doing this. This person definitely could have been pregnant when they were giving this information or talking to these people about this, especially if they work in like a call center or some type of environment around a lot of the same sex. Feels like call center work though. Telemarketing, sales, something like that, to where vendors are a really big factor. Definitely feels like there's someone, like someone may have lost their job because they were causing catfights. They were causing drama. They were being messy. And from what I can see is that the person who was causing the cat fights is not the person who is perceived as the troublemaker. So somebody here feels like they may have been fired for being a whistleblower. Somebody here may be being attacked for speaking the truth, for being honest, because somebody was being a bitch or somebody was abusing their power, abusing their authority in different ways. And now it's like reality is setting in because the situation feels like it has happened again, or it's happened repeatedly, or again, people around are like, that don't sound like this person's character. That don't sound like this person's behavior. Let me find out. Let me go see, or let me, do research for myself, and and somebody's intuition is their spirit is speaking to them. That's this possible fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or again, possible another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is foul as fuck. Was foul as fuck. And it's like, I'm letting go of these relationships. I'm letting go of this relationship because I know what was going on. I know what was going on. Especially if family is tied into this. They're like, no, I know my intuition is not steering me in the wrong direction. I know my spirit is speaking to me properly. And it feels like a situation where someone here was misjudged. It feels like someone here was misjudged and it's like they don't really need the opportunity any longer. They don't need the opportunity, but it feels like they need closure. Somebody is seeking closure. Because again, it feels like there's a lot of worry, especially tied into a partnership, a relationship that's could be tied into a building, housing, stability, something like that, and violence. It definitely feels like a situation where someone is ready to tell the truth about what has taken place here, but it feels like someone still is being stubborn because they're narcissistic. They're narcissistic, but you have a situation here to where someone here was being a puppeteer. Someone here was manipulating the mind of someone else, manipulating the minds of the masses in some type of way to slow down time, to cause some type of time delay, or to stop someone, to block someone from reaching an opportunity that they did not want them to have. It definitely feels like all of this is a really big factor here. Someone not wanting someone to have an opportunity, not wanting someone to be happy, or at least not wanting someone to be happier than them. Truly feels like not wanting someone to find something out in some type of way also. But someone's soul here is like, or someone's soul was calling them to dig for more information, and it feels like they're really angry. Feels like they're angry. They're angry. They're angry. It feels like somebody here is very angry because they know the truth. They're very angry because they know the truth. And they just want to talk about it. It feels like they want to talk about this. They want the people or whoever this is involved in this to just tell the truth so everyone can find peace. But it feels like, again, someone is just being too narcissistic or too stubborn to admit that they can be wrong, to admit that they have flaws or something like that, or to admit that they were wrong as fuck in this situation. Because it definitely seems like a situation where someone was gossiped out of an opportunity, or someone talked their way out of an opportunity. Someone convinced someone to take someone out of the running for an opportunity or something like that, But they did it because, again, they wanted to be the star. They wanted to shine. They wanted to be... They didn't want this person to outshine them. They wanted to feel superior. And this person's presence, this person's likability, was a threat to their darkness. So their demons got stirred up because this person was causing people to see them in a different light, to get people to question their behaviors. Like, look at this person. Right. Because it's like this person was trying to put on this image as if they were helpful, as if they were responsible, as if they were dependable, as if they were trustworthy. And this person was being shady as fuck behind the scenes. It definitely feels like now people are coming to the realization as to what happened. It feels like somebody may have manipulating the numbers to something, altering the numbers to something in some type of way. And it's possible Aquarius here to feel like a fool. Like, it's somebody here that feels like a fool because of this situation, because they feel manipulated. And now somebody may have changed their number after finding out that this person was shady. Like, nah, I'm cool on you and I'm changing my number too. And it seems like somebody just can't accept that reality, or could not accept that reality. Couldn't accept someone else's light, couldn't accept someone else's truth, so they expected someone to live a lie with them. And somebody finally came into their fucking common sense. Like, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? Or why did I do this? And now there are these feelings as if someone may have turned their back on their family, or turned their back on people and things that actually cared about them, or that were really genuine for something material, or for a relationship especially. Like,